Hey y'all, as y'all know, I have been on here promoting my book, From the Streets, a memoir that I released November 20th. I've been getting so much good feedback about my book, and a lot of people have been telling me that they could see my book being in one of Tyler Perry's movies. So if you guys can go ahead and tag Tyler Perry so that I can get his attention, so that I can send him a book, and in hopes of making my dreams come into reality. I wrote this book 2 years ago. I started writing 2 years ago, and it was so traumatic for me to write this book, which led to me waiting over 2 years to finally publish the book. It's been a lot of like pain, reliving past trauma, and grief. I'm still grieving through some things. This is not the last of this. I am working on another book, From the Streets, The Untold, which goes more in depth about certain relationships that I didn't speak on in this first book. This book has a lot of written letters, my testimony, as well as my reflections on what I wish I would have done differently, what I would have told my younger self, as well as just trying to make sure no one makes the same mistakes that I did. So this book is, I was grieving who has ran away, who has been molested, who's been raped, people who have put their trust in a lot of people who either took them for granted, and just did them wrong. So anyone is more than welcome to read this book. It's a really great book, not just because I wrote the book, but just because I'm telling my personal story and giving my testimony, and how God has saved me and how he has helped me become the woman that I am today. My mind about my life and how I grew up and how I ran away because a lot of things were going on at home, and just me wanting to tell my story to help the youth. Like right now I am starting a nonprofit so that I can give back to the community and start speaking more to kids who have grown up in foster care, who has grown up with parents that were giving them that type of abuse. The reason why they ran away or did what they did, end up pregnant early, whatever the case may be. I just want to be able to create a voice, because it is very challenging to speak about being molested, being raped, being a runaway. People automatically assume that that's something that you wanted, but it's not. Like, nobody wants to be fearing for their life, like losing sleep, wondering if somebody gonna touch them, or just having to run away because their situation is so bad that they just feel like the only thing they can do is run. And when I ran, I felt so free. Like I just felt like I was so free. It's very important to make sure that y'all listen when people are telling their stories, because it's not a reason to lie, especially about something so dear to them, about their life, their body, anything, and this for real. This is really real. This story, it just touched me, and it's been touching a lot of people, and the feedback that I've been receiving has been very overwhelming, and it just touched my heart more than y'all may ever know. So if y'all can tag Tyler Perry to my video, because I am trying to send him a copy in hopes to either tell my story and other people. It's time to save these kids. It's a lot of lost kids out here who are going to jail for life, for murders, who have nobody to talk to, who don't have that mentorship, and I'm ready to save the world. So if y'all can tag Tyler Perry, just go him, just tag Tyler Perry, and I am working towards sending him a copy of my book. Thank you, y'all. I appreciate y'all support and the feedback. I really love y'all.